Welcome. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Seta with the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation, and you are here for the Small Business Government Contracting. Today is May 16th. This webinar will go from 11 to 12. We are very excited that you are here. This webinar will be recorded. It will also be put on our website of the Los Angeles County Economic Development, which is www.laedc.org. We will also be taking Q&A as well as questions in our chat, and we will take care of that at the end of the webinar. We are very excited to have one of our partners here from the County of LA to help navigate you small businesses through the process of government contracting, as well as my colleague that's here to tell you a little bit about LAEDC and what we do. And with that said, thank you so much, and give it up to you, Leonard Morales. Thank you, Leonard.
Thank you, Seta. Thank you so much for spending this morning with us. On behalf of the LAEDC, my business assistant program, and our CEO, Stephen Chung, welcome to our webinar, Small Business Government Contracting. We have a terrific program for you today. We can move on to the next slide. Great. Let me just share with you very quickly about who we are and what we do. LAEDC is a nonprofit organization of economic development. It was put together in 1981 by the Board of Supervisors. Our mission for the LA County region is to represent the diversity of LA County and act as trusted conveners through partner agencies, value services providers, and regional stores, and fundamentally as a catalyst for transformational change. Next. As I mentioned to you before, we have a terrific technical assistance program. It's a business consultancy, if you want to put a name on it. If you want to move to the next slide, thank you. This service is confidential and no charge. It is provided in different languages depending on the needs. And we can help you navigate to any business issue you may have that is not allowing you to grow your business. And just to name a few, as you can see it on the screen: workforce training and development, subsidized wages, permitting assistance, tax incentives, tax credits, financial resources, either grants, access to capital, grants, loans, opportunities, any type of funding for your business. Site selection and relocation. As LA County, LA City is growing, there's other businesses that they might be relocating. We're there for you to help you to find a site, get the permits, and get you up and running as soon as possible. Cost containment strategies. We have a terrific affiliated agencies that can help you to contain your cost. Programs for manufacturers. Yes, the manufacturing industry is fundamental, critical, and value sector for the state of California, but specifically for the LA County. So we have a partner agency, the California Manufacturing Technology Center, that help us to assess your facilities' ability to compete, but also giving you the tools to improve productivity, lower cost, lower waste, and also keeping you in compliance with many other agencies such as AQMD, OSHA, the fire department, and all those agencies. Utility programs, we partnered with agencies such as DWP, Southern California Edison, to help you to lower your cost. We also can assist you with business and financial resources referrals. We have many agencies that are working with us to help you to access other types of funding, specific niche funding for specific purposes to grow your business, for equipment purchasing, and all of those fundamental resources for your business. We also have an Institute of Applied Economics that can give us the framework in which we can operate and grow this economy. Next slide, please. And this chart is going to give you an overall idea, as I mentioned already before. But this is, keep this almost close to you, because whenever you encounter an issue with your business, you can always count on us to help you to make the introductions, deal with many other issues. And as you can see, permitting assistance, city, county permits, LA County Public Health, and county building and safety, and any other agencies as well. I mean, finances, as I said before, including SBA loans and Small Business Development Center, the SBDCs, which are a key partner for our operation. Energy efficiencies, as I said before, many municipal programs besides, agencies of Southern California gas companies, Southern California Edison, LADWP. Workforce development, on-the-job training, contracts, programs to help you grow your business through hiring the right individuals, and also offsetting the cost of bringing a new individual and then spending all those monies in the first 6 months when you hire somebody. Usually it takes a lot of capital to get somebody to become productive. We can help you to offset that cost. Economic data, our Institute of Applied Economics can help us. We also, host a lot of events, such as the forecasting and many other specific events. And, as I said before, CMTC to reduce, the risk, increase your bottom line, and all of those issues, we can help you there as well. Next slide, please. And just to share this with you, the counties obviously is a fundamental and vital partner agency for us. So lately they have this economic opportunity grant program, which is allowing the county provide more than $54 million in particular grants for micro businesses, small business, and nonprofits. We are at the second phase, which the deadline is coming up. Actually, in a couple of days, practically, on May the 20th. You can scan the barcode to apply for those grants. And they have a specific program for a specific industry. So I do encourage you to keep in touch with us and keep in touch with our resources, because the Department of Economic Opportunity it's a vital affiliated agency for our operation. Next. Through this grant, you can get all kinds of support, even to apply, and also for technical assistance, technical support through the many agencies that are managing this this grant, the SBDC, the county. You can sign up for informational sessions through this barcode, and if you need some assistance to apply it in many other languages that are listed over there, even if they're not listed, give us a call. We can help you to find somebody can assist you to put an application for this grant. Next. Well, here's our team. My esteemed colleagues they're listed over here. We have on one time we counted how many years of experience our business assistance program has. I'll say more than 100. And we have individuals that been here with this agency for so long, and also as well new blood with new ideas. And we are as diverse as our county. obviously. Our director, Barbara Levine, she's an experienced consultant with a huge background in manufacturing. So we're here to help your business. At this point, I'd like to introduce you and thank you for allowing me to present our program, Business Assistance Program. I'd like to introduce you Enrique Gonzalez. He is the County Program Manager for the Apex Accelerator in Procurement.
Good morning, Leonard. Good morning, Seta, and thank you very much for having me here today. I am with the Office of Small Business in LA County. That's a subset of the Department of Economic Opportunity. I'm going to be pulling up my slides right now, but I'm really grateful for the opportunity to address everyone here. The Office of Small Business is a program designed to support small business in nearly every respect. While our concierge program is designed to assist startups, we believe that every business is in a state of renewal, and we're able to assist at every stage of the process of a small business's growth. But just with that being said, I wanted to introduce you to the Department of Economic Opportunity. The Department of Economic Opportunity operates 19 America Job Source Centers. We provide services to 4.1 million residents. The Department of Economic Opportunity, sort of its mission statement, implements strategic economic development policies and programs to create pathways to economic self-sufficiency for our county's most disadvantaged communities, which include justice-involved homeless, foster youth, veteran, diverse small businesses, nonprofits, individuals on public assistance, and low-income communities. The Department of Economic Opportunity offers businesses talent recruitment. We've got a transitional subsidized employment program that provides businesses with staff and staff training. We have funding programs. The economic opportunity grants are, as Leonard mentioned, being rolled out, and we do have a deadline of May 20th for phase 2. Within our Office of Small Business, we have small business development counselors that, as I said earlier, concierge provides in general permit assistance, any kind of zoning questions or market plans. But the Apex Accelerator is a cooperative agreement between the Department of Defense and the County of Los Angeles, specifically the Department of Economic Opportunity. Its mission since 1986, when it was in a previous iteration, PTAC, or Procurement Technical Assistance, provides government contracting technical assistance. And it's identified as a program that really helps both small businesses grow within government contracting, but also our Department of Defense wants to ensure that productive capacity is built out within our economy so that there is no shortage of supply within the government industrial base, or GIB, and the defense industrial base, or DIB. We also offer certification. The certification process is designed to help small businesses compete more effectively in the government contracting space. There are several certifications that the county offers to be able to provide benefits and a leg up to small businesses. The local small business enterprise certification provides a 15% price preference, for example. The DVBE provides disabled veteran business enterprises with the same 15% price preference. And then there's also the community business enterprise certification, which is a goal-oriented certification for minority and women-owned businesses. But the steps to be able to certify include registration and establishing and applying for the certification specific to your eligibility. Okay, so the first step in getting established as a vendor with the county is to register with the county. Registration across the board should be free. Many small businesses get caught up in expenses associated with the belief that there is a price tag associated with getting involved in government contracting, and that is not the case. We want to really emphasize that the whole process should be free for a small business to be able to register, to be able to certify. And where there are private sector resources that are beneficial, we will and we have incorporated them into our program services, so small businesses who are cost sensitive don't have to. But this is the link to be able to register, doingbusiness.lacounty.gov, to become a vendor with the county. You will need your tax ID, your company, organization, main contact name, address, etc., and list of the products or services. The benefit of being able to provide lists your products and services to this website is that it will automatically reach out to you and say, we believe that this opportunity is something that may be of interest to you. And so at least you have the awareness of the opportunities after registration. So it's not just a one-way source of information when you register. You really do benefit from being able to get notifications and be aware. Your email will populate with lists of opportunities that are available. So identifying your products or services is very important, and the Apex Accelerator can help you do this. But really, I mean, I can tell you that if you were to go to Google and type in NAICS for your product or service, and Google will generate that 6-digit code. Wanted to also make you aware of the UNSPSC code, which is in use by the state. It's a different system of codes, and there are 8 digits in that code. You can do the same. You can look up the codes the same way, but you won't need Google really if you're going to the process of registration. Typically, you can type in keywords and it'll auto-populate a drop-down menu that you can select from as you register. So this is the full menu of county certification programs that we have. We have Community Business Enterprise, which incorporates women-owned business, minority business, disadvantaged business, and LGBTQ businesses. The preference program certifications that offer a 15% price preference is the LSBE, the Disabled Veteran, and Social Enterprise. The way in which one qualifies for these 3 that offer a specific percentage advantage is that you are 15 million or less and registered as a business within the state in California, and you are also registered in the county of Los Angeles. The Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise certification it offers a 15% price preference. These are utilization goals where each department tries to reach these goals for the amount of purchasing that they do per year. The social enterprise can apply to nonprofits and for-profits and identifies either an environmental or social mission as its primary purpose in functioning as a nonprofit or for-profit. So these are all certifications that we can assist you with, and we can provide you with the links in the course of our counseling sessions, which are free. So the preference program enterprise, like I said, offers a 15% price preference, eligibility for simplified acquisition, and we'll go into more detail as we go forward, listing in the county's database, and 15-day prompt pay. The way it works, it depends on the various, you have the total proposed price per company. And we have identified that the preference for the winning bidder would be 15% price preference, right? So essentially, if you bid $100 and your competitor bids $86, you have the certification and they do not, then you will come in at $85 and you will win the bid. So that's really how it works in terms of these competitive or priced comparisons in the evaluation process. So simplified acquisition, ooh, where am I going? Okay, so simplified acquisition is something really important for small businesses to be aware of in the county contracting process. If you're certified simplified acquisition, there only needs to be a one bidder, $1 to $1,500, and there's only one certified business required for 15 to 5,000. But the difference is if you're not certified, then there needs to be in that category 3 bidders at least for anything up to 5,000. The certified only category from 5 to 10,000 requires only 2. For not certified, it requires 3. For doing business in the threshold of 10 to 25,000, again, you only need 2 certified bidders. And this is very helpful for a small business because, and a buyer needs to only go through only a certain amount of purchasing process in order to obtain the product or service. So knowing that having the certification makes it a lot easier for you to get through the process. It makes it a lot easier for the buyer to get through the process. Should encourage you to pursue the buyers, let them know who you are, provide them with a capability statement, let them know that you're not, here today, gone tomorrow type of business. You are very much going to be a steady presence, and that's going to be the case through the duration of the contract. So those are kind of just good best practices in both just in terms of the competitive process, but then also in maintaining a good relationship with the county's buyers. So the Apex Accelerator is a part of the Office of Small Business that is directly focused on government contracting. We are subsidized by the federal government. The County of Los Angeles in the last couple of years has been deemed a distressed area. So there's a significant portion of the funding from the DoD that is elevated in the ratio of the cost sharing process. The Apex Accelerator itself is mission oriented to achieving at certain business milestones, business benchmarks. So in the past, we were typically focused on just providing counseling hours to businesses, essentially just the number of hours and the number of contracts that they won. But right now, we are much more focused in this iteration of Apex Accelerator branding, which is not just branding, but it's also focused on getting certain hurdles passed by each business, whether it's SAM registration, whether it's a capability statement, whether it's getting certification as a minority-owned 8A, whether it's getting the service disabled better-known small business enterprise. So these are all key benchmarks in the process by which we assist small businesses. So the Apex Accelerator, I won't focus on the concierge, just know that program focuses on general business development, where the Apex Accelerator focuses on government contracting at the local, state, federal level. So we really are required to work across jurisdictions and help orient a business to not only the process to get established as a vendor, but then also locating the spaces where there's the most activity and the highest potential for the service or product to get picked up and involved in a government contract. So I'm going to skip over some of these slides, but just to tell you what it is that the Apex does is essentially to bridge the gap between buyer and supplier. A lot of these buyers don't have access to pretty much everyone in the business community. It's not that the Apex does, it's just that we've got a strong collective of small businesses that sometimes they reach out to us and say, hey, do you know a good plumber? Hey, do you know, how I'd be able to get such and such product? And I'd be able to go into our database, of small businesses that have previously received assistance and provide the buyer with a list of businesses that that buyer can reach out to. Similarly, we connect clients with procurement staff. We navigate the registration, certification, procurement practices so that a business has some guidance in the process. We review a client's proposal. We review RFPs. We can assist with the process of a business attempting to essentially provide a proposal to where it is they want to get a contract. The only exception to this is that if it's an LA County contract, we can't assist you at the point where the pen hits the paper because we are county employees and there is a conflict of interest concern there. So provide access to proprietary market intelligence software. What we do is essentially shine a flashlight on the market within the public sector so you know where to go. We all understand, yes, a new broom sweeps clean, but an old broom knows where to sweep and how to sweep. And we help you do that in the sense that we know through this market research where to go, where is there the most activity, where is it that you're going to likely find a buyer who is already oriented or primed to hear about your product. Especially that's important for people who are offering novel products or products that haven't been tested so much in the marketplace. This makes it possible for you to locate the buyers that are kind of on that cutting edge. So as we reported earlier, registration, certification are the first two steps. These are the breakers, as I'd like to call them. Once you get past the breakers, then it's all about market research and then engaging with the buyers and the RFP process. So there are really two ways to be able to engage government contracting. There's the formal process, which is hearing about an RFP, reviewing it, responding to the RFP, and waiting for the decision to be reached. That's the formal route. The informal route is going around, reaching out to buyers, reaching out to program managers, and letting them know this is the service that we have to offer. Remember the section where we talked about how all they need is one or two certified vendors in order to deliver on the contract. And that's very much the case with the informal process. Once they locate you and they need something and you have something that's on their shopping list, it could be anything. It could be a piece of a plumbing equipment, or it could be some electrical wares, or it could just be some small-ish task that needs to get done. You can be that person who's there at the right time in the right place to be able to deliver the goods on that product. One of the other items that the Apex is able to assist with is in helping businesses collaborate with one another. Very often small businesses will say, these government contracts, they're way too big for my business. We can't scale at that volume. There's just the procurement people need to unbundle these contracts so we can just focus on certain parts of the contract that they've got, and just elaborate and only one business could do for themselves. Well, what we do is set up collaborative events within industries to be able to make it possible for businesses to partner, to engage in joint ventures, to be able to scale up in response to these opportunities. We can do that formally through events, or we can do that by simply conducting outreach to a particular industry. If a vendor comes to me and says, I need to, get more personnel, or I need more equipment, instead of maybe taking out a loan, maybe it'd be possible for that business to engage in a partnership to be able to combine resources so it's mutually profitable. It's one of the other networking benefits that are offered through the Apex Accelerator. So for our purposes, we've got different certifications at different levels of government. These are just three. Any one of the municipalities, the counties, the states have their own menu of certification. So this is just three of them. So there could be a set of certifications available through the city of Montebello. There could be a set of certifications offered through the county of Ventura. And typically across boundaries is the disabled veteran business enterprise certification. You will be able to find most likely a disabled veteran business enterprise certification across all jurisdictions that disabled veterans will be able to be eligible for. The local small business enterprise only applies to county businesses, and it's likely that there are other counties that offer the businesses from their home economy that benefit as well. It's not to say that you're not competitive if you don't have the certification in a visiting jurisdiction. It's just to say that this offered through the home economy, but you are certainly able, and that's something that I want to really push within the Apex accelerators, to make our businesses in the county of Los Angeles so strong that they're not watching other businesses come into the county and win contracts, but they are actually going out and expanding locally or across the country to be able to capture that business. So your registration basic information is needed. Your same as it was provided before, but very basic information is required for registration, and please note that it's always free. The county itself has its phone number and its email for any types of questions you have in the registration process. The Apex provides assistance with just establishing your marketing materials, like a capability statement, which, I mean, if in the context of human resources, if you're looking for a job, you're going to send a resume. If you want to get the information out about your business in the context of public contracting, then you're going to send out a capability statement. And we can provide you with templates. We also recommend going on to Google and conducting an image search to be able to see what the diversity of style. Typically, it consists of core competencies, differentiators, past performance, contact information, and any relevant certifications for a given governmental institution. The next picture that we see, or screenshot, is that of our market research, and we can see that there are items being searched for. We have a quantity of transactions that we're able to see. We're also able to prioritize the agencies and the amount of business within that particular commodity or service. So this way, you know who is purchasing. The best way to be able to locate the opportunities is to follow the money. And we're able to track who's among the agencies, in this case, in the state of California, who is buying the most of a given product, right? And this way you can strategize your marketing effort and focus on particular institutions that you know are buying in your industry. Another dimension of this software is to be able to locate current opportunities, and then to also locate various people contacts through job titles. If you work in auto repair, or you provide some product related to automobiles, then we'd be able to look for everyone who works in fleet management to be able to provide you that list, and you can send them your capability statement, make a introduction. And then finally, we have the bid match software, which is part of our client relationship management database. Once we're able to calculate your codes or identify your codes in your given product or commodity or service industry, we'll be able to make it possible for you to receive a list of opportunities based on their title. You can click on this and it'll take you to the link from the agency that is hosting the opportunity. So I would be more than happy to share my email, my contact information, but this is what we typically send out when you reach out to any one of us, any one of the counselors on the Apex team. We will ask you to register for our program. Again, registration is free. And then we have an appointment link, just so you know what to expect. And once you click on that, you'll be able to choose from any number of the counselors that we have, each of them been trained in government contracting, and we'll be able to assist you with getting set up. So I believe that's my second to last slide. And I will close with just the new branded Apex Accelerator logo that we've just gotten ourselves only recently. So with that, I will hand it off to either Leonard or Seta for any Q&A that we have gotten.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much, Enrique. Let's go ahead and look in the Q&A and chat. Again, if you do have any questions for Enrique, please go ahead and put it in Q&A and chat. And I do see that we do have two currently. First one is, I applied for an EOG grant with LA County. When will they announce the awardees? So that is actually, why don't you go ahead and reach out to us at LAEDC, either Leonard Barales, and I'll go ahead and put Leonard's email in there, and you can go ahead and reach out to us directly, and we'll go ahead and find out, get you that information. Then we've got another question. Are these county services open to all residents or businesses in LA County, no matter where they're located, even in the city of LA?
Yes, Apex, the jurisdiction of Apex is countywide. So if you're in the county of Los Angeles, then we can assist you. All of our services, again, are free. If you're outside of our jurisdiction, we just make referrals to other Apex accelerators. San Diego and Riverside and Ventura are neighboring.
Okay, wonderful. Very good. Thank you. And another question, how can work with the Department of Economic Opportunity County Office connected with our local community?
Well, I would recommend that you reach out to me if you're interested in government contracting. We also have General Office of Small Business Services, and we process the applications that are, what I'm doing is typing my email in the chat, so anyone can reach out to me, and I can, I guess, yeah, I will host and panelists. I don't know if I have access to be able to send out messages to the entire audience, but I'm just going to share it there. And Seta, if you have the ability to share an email with everyone, because I didn't see that in the drop-down menu of who I can share the conversation with. Yeah,
if you want to, I believe if you would like to go ahead and put it in the chat. Did you want to go ahead and do that, Enrique, or did you want me to do it on my end?
I think I'm in the Q&A section.
Okay, yeah, the chat is also available as well for Q&A, and you can drop it in there in the chat box. And I'll look in Q&A. This is actually Q&A, and I'm also going to look in chat as well. Another question is, okay, I didn't get a chance to write down the Apex website. So we will.
Yeah, you can reach out to me and we can enroll you in the registration process. I can send you the links that were provided in the second to last slide.
Sure. And then you can also, if, obviously we would like for you to reach out to everybody. And if, you're having trouble reaching out to Enrique, you can also reach out to us. We all work together, so we can also get that information out to you as well and get you to Enrique. Okay, it says can't see his email in chat. We'll go ahead and provide that to you. Leonard, did you want to go ahead and put your email in chat as well?
Sure.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, they see it. It's actually in chat. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the chat and see what questions there are in there. How does it take to get a certification?
The question is, how long does it take to get a certificate?
Yes, how long does it take?
It can
to
vary.
become?
It can vary. Say, for example, the state is almost instantaneous. They offer a provisional certification right upon submission. With the county, we're trying to reduce our delays. Sometimes, well, it depends also on the certification. Local small business enterprise certification should be no more than 30 days. We're really trying to make sure that we're operating as quickly as possible on that. Sometimes the community business enterprise certifications or documentational requirements that, if there's a back and forth and there are long times and we don't get the documents we need, sometimes that can protract the process. So that has a little bit more of a range to it, unfortunately.
Okay, got it. I have a question in Q&A. It says, I have registered with Kale Procure as a small business. So what should I do next? I was working with the supplier clearinghouse. Do I continue getting certifications like women minority cert as go ahead to Apex?
That's really a decision of the business. We can provide you with information to make that decision. But I don't recommend just stopping with registration at Cal eProcure. I recommend attempting this local small business enterprise certification. But just know that you can register as a vendor anywhere. Right. So if you want to pursue business in Boise, Idaho, then by all means, there is a mechanism by which you can register to compete for opportunities in Boise, Idaho. It's really, the whatever you believe to be cost beneficial for you to participate in. To register everywhere is just not realistic because it's difficult to hit every. There are thousands of governmental institutions to do business with, but it still very much is choose your own adventure, and we can help you be more informed so it's as painless as possible.
Okay, wonderful. Let's see here. Any other questions come through? Okay. Okay. Can you Enrique email? Can you put Enrique's email on the Q&A? Okay.
I will type the answer.
I can copy it and paste it from the chat to the Q&A as well. And then we will also be reaching out as well. So, okay. And there we go. And there we go. Okay. Any other questions? Opportunity to go ahead and put it in. And I think we are already covered how long it takes to become certified, which you answered, Enrique. And I think that's pretty much it. So again, this webinar will be posted on the LAEDC website. Let me also go ahead and put that in as well. So it's www.laedc.org. You can also go into the events section. We've got some great events coming up. I also do want to talk about an event that we have coming up on Thursday at the Hollywood WorkSource Center. It's collaboration with the Hollywood WorkSource Center, LAEDC. We're going to have our utilities team there, LADWP, our Business Source Center, as well as our partners to help businesses. So the event information is on our events site for laedc.events.org. So you can definitely go on there and you can register for the events. So that pretty much concludes our webinar. Leonard, anything you want to add?
Yes, I think you said I want to thank also Enrique Gonzalez and his department, Apex Accelerator. And as you can see, LAEDC embarks into a marketing outreach to many business communities throughout the LA County, such as the one that said I just mentioned, the Hollywood AJCC Center. In the past, we have collaborated with many other regions, cities. So I do strongly suggest to keep in touch with us because our goal is to keep your business sustainable by utilizing different resources. Our job is to bring you resources so you can keep your business growing. but you can always pick up the phone, give us a call, send us a text for whatever issue you may have. There are more programs down the pipeline that we can get you connected. So yes, keep our information close to your resources because we can make a difference in your business.
Yes, thank you. We have one more question, Enrique. So we can cover, let's see here. Received a CBE some years ago. Do we still need to get an LSBE certification?
The important thing to know with the various certifications is that they are not required. They all have their own specific benefit. With the CBE, that provides a subcontracting goal so that businesses that are considering competing as a prime are encouraged to reach out to CBE businesses. But there's nothing stopping you from getting more than one certification. So I mean, I've met those unicorns that are service disabled veteran, woman-owned small business, operating in a hub zone, and minority owned and the federal level. And so yes, believe you me, they are in high demand because they qualify for so many set-asides at the federal level. They are somewhat the last Coke in the stadium then in such demand. So I really recommend that while not, certainly it shouldn't trip you up in the process if you don't believe you're eligible for a certification. And I would still very much encourage you to compete. I would strongly encourage you to obtain, especially your home jurisdictions certifications so that you can compete with greater effectiveness.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, great. I believe this concludes our webinar. Again, thank you so much, Enrique, for being on here and
Thank
giving
you,
us this
Seta.
great information. And of course, Leonard, we'll see you. All righty, wonderful.
everybody.
Thank you. Anything else, Leonard or Enrique, before we close?
Nothing else. Thank you all for your attention and consideration.
Absolutely. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.